Mansfield 103.2, the home of great music. Catching up with rock legend Bev Bevan, who's coming to the Diamond on Sunday, next on the show.
Listen to Mansfield 103.2 online, on the app or on smart speaker.
Well, Shazam, I'm joined on the phone line right now by rock legend drummer Bev Bevan, drummer, of course, for The Move, ELO, also Black Sabbath for a time, who's coming to the local area with his band Quill this weekend. Bev, thank you so much for joining us on the show this afternoon.
No, you're very welcome, Ian.
The Diamond is where it's all going to be, in Sutton this Sunday afternoon. Tell us what the gig goers can expect from Quill's gig at the Diamond.
Well, I've been with Quill now for 10 years, really. Joy is my wife, Joy, now. She formed the band way back, so it's a very well-established band around the Midlands. It's a six-piece lineup. Joy on lead vocals, myself on drums, and Lee on guitar, Abby on keyboards, Phil on bass, and a fiddle player, Katie. So there is some folky rock stuff in there. And then we also do pay homage to my past. So there's 2 or 3 Move songs in there, Flowers in the Rain, I Can Hear the Grass Grow, Blackberry Way, a couple of ELO songs, Don't Bring Me Down, Mr. Blue Sky, and even a Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell. So it's a good mix of songs.
And also, as well, you're going to be playing some tunes from Quill's album Midland Beat. Tell us a little bit about that, because it's kind of special, isn't it?
When you think of all the great music that's come out of the Birmingham and West Midlands area, pretty amazing, really. So we put an album together doing our versions of songs that originally came from the Midland area. So I'm surprised this hasn't been really done before, to be honest. The album, I'll tell you what's on it, we do a version of Ordinary World from Duran Duran, Go Now, The Moody Blues, How Does It Feel, Slade Song, Songbird, Christine McVie, and then version of Telephone Line and Blackberry Way, and Changes from Black Sabbath, and The Day We Caught the Train, Ocean Coliseum. We do it differently to the original versions, obviously, but it's worked really well, and it's actually sold very well too.
Sounds like it's going to be an amazing set list. Obviously, people need to come down and see you. You mentioned, obviously, The Move and ELO. I mean, out of those 2 bands, if you could go back and do it all over again, would you go back and be in The Move, or would you go back and be in ELO? I guess difficult to choose.
I'm so fortunate that from basically leaving school, I've spent my life playing drums in so many great bands. I started out with Denny Lane and the Diplomats, and even that was a great little band to play in. And then The Move, probably, the original 5-piece Move, wow, that was such a great band. Actually, there's a really good book just been released, a guy called Jim McCarthy, The Untold Story of The Move. Great read. But then again, with ELO, that was massive, particularly the world tours. I never dreamt I'd be touring the world playing drums. And even my time in Black Sabbath was great. And Tony Iommi's probably my closest friend. He was best man at Joy and I's wedding 2 years ago. And now I'm really loving what I'm doing with Quill. So it has been a fabulous career, and I'm still enjoying it.
Yeah, still rocking. So you mentioned Tony there. Obviously, he's got a big gig coming up. In a little video you put up on social media, you say, please don't ask me for tickets to get for the big gig. Will you be there, do you reckon? Yeah,
actually, we stayed with Tony and Maria, his wife, at the weekend. Of course, Tony's been driven absolutely mad. And the tickets sold. Literally, it's a charity gig, so there are no comps. All, whatever it is, 50,000 tickets. They sold in like 10 minutes. Just amazing, really. But, Tony's a bit stressed about it all. But I think I'll be going. Joe and I will be going, yeah.
The good thing about that is that Sabbath can get back together for that one final time because all the members are still around. So it must be bittersweet seeing them do it and you not being able to get back together with the rest of your crews.
Well, what struck me is, amazingly, that I can't think of any other band who started in the 60s where all the members are still alive, even, So it is amazing. And I think, I took over from Bill in 1982, and Bill hadn't played with Sabbath for so long. So I've got a lot of rehearsing to get through as well. And, of course, Ozzy's not in the best of health, so it's going to be tough for him. But, yeah, I'm sure I'll put it off.
Yeah, they'll put on a show. I mean, talking of your old bandmates, obviously Roy and Jeff are still knocking around. Do you keep in contact with those guys these days?
I haven't talked to Jeff in a long time, but he lives in LA. I'm not going to bump into him. I do still keep in touch with Roy. Yes, he lives in Derbyshire. I bump into him occasionally. Have the occasional night out, yeah. And, of course, I see a lot of Tony. And I mentioned Denny Lane. Unfortunately, he passed away last year, and I was still in touch with him, too.
Can you believe that Jeff Lynne is sort of calling it a day? He's doing his farewell gig, isn't he, in London later this year? I mean, you're still going. Why is Jeff hanging up his guitars?
You know, I've been fortunate to work with three geniuses, really, Roy Wood, Jeff Lynne and Tony Iommi. And Jeff was very much... I'm a bit surprised that he's done so much touring, because back in the day, his passion has been in the studio, writing and producing, and I'm sure he'll carry on doing that. It can be quite tough on the road, and he's probably had enough of that, and that's his decision, and it's probably the right one, yeah.
What still drives you to get out there and do shows like the Diamond?
There's some lovely little venues that have sprung up lately, and we've got a busy year this year. Normally, Quill only play around the Midlands, but this year we're going to London. We've got a couple coming up at Butlins, Kegness and Minehead, and I just love the guys in the band and the crew. They're lovely people to work with, and I'm really proud of how good the band is. And I love playing drums still. That's the one thing that I've always enjoyed, is being on stage playing drums. You
do sometimes occasionally get up and do a spot of zinging, so to speak. Will there be any of that this weekend?
I don't sing anymore on stage. I used to do it a little bit, but it's mainly bass vocals, Mr. Blue Sky, that sort of stuff. But there'll be a few tales, stories from the old days, and they used to go down well.
Tell a few stories. I mentioned zing because you used to do Zing Went the Strings, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
A rare move B-side.
Yes, going back to what I said earlier, that original 5-piece lineup of the Move, 5 singers, that's a rarity. And we all had very different voices. Listening back to, I've got copies of all the live BBC sessions that we used to do back in 67, 68, and wow, they sound so good.
And you did all the bass vocals, of course.
Yeah.
You were the...
when you smile at me, I hear a rhapsody.
You've still got it, man. So the big gig is on this Sunday at the Diamond. If people want to get tickets, I believe it's £14. It's an afternoon gig, and they can go to thediamonduk.com. That's the website, thediamonduk.com, to get your tickets. I don't know how many are left, so I'd rush on there, because this is a perfect opportunity to go and see your good self and Quill put on a fantastic show. And an afternoon show. Are you used to doing afternoon shows?
They're becoming more common as well, yeah.
Afternoon gigs are the new evening gigs.
Yeah, on Sundays.
Yeah, Sundays, always good. Right, before I let you go then, Bev, good luck with the gig this weekend, and obviously best wishes to your wife, Joy, as well. I know she's going to absolutely enjoy coming to the local area. I know you have performed in this neck of the woods before, haven't you, with those bands we've mentioned this afternoon?
Yeah, oh, definitely. I never did it with Black Sabbath, because we only did the Reading Festival. It was the only preacher's gig I ever did with Sabbath. With the Move and ELO, we've been in the area many times, yeah.
Well, good luck with the gig. Thank you for coming on Mansfield 103.2. We really do appreciate it. I think we're going to have to play Mr. Blue Sky. Now, I know that you've been a radio presenter in your past. It's not just drumming that you do. Very versatile man. Is there any chance you could introduce it for us?
Yes, indeed. This song I read somewhere was the most played record during lockdown because it made people feel good. This is ELO and Mr. Blue Sky.
Mansfield 103.2, home of great music, playing ELO, Mr. Blue Sky. Before that, my interview with Bev Bevan. Lovely guy, turned 80 last November, and he is back rock and rolling with his band Quill and his wife Joy, who is the lead singer, this coming Sunday at the Diamond in Sutton. If you want to get tickets, it's an afternoon gig, by the way. Doors open at 2 p.m, £14 entry, and you can head to the website, get your tickets now, thediamonduk.com. What a lovely fella he was. Great to have him on the show this afternoon. Now, the All Request Lunch continues right now. We got music on the way next for Cheryl in Mansfield, something from David Bowie for all those stargazers tonight, or planet gazers, should I say.
The Big Ashfield Spring Clean. Big Ashfield Spring Clean is happening now.